Good evening, or should I say good morning, because it's 1:16 a.m. while we are recording tonight. Welcome, neighbors, individuals, taxpayers, parents, friends, families, caregivers, teenagers, students, staff. Welcome to another episode of Syracuse City School District Family Connect Bear Hunt. All right, let's get started with a quick warm up. I want to go ahead and touch base again on our code formula here. So this is a developing hypothesis. It's an ongoing investigation and exploration. There will be a version 3 of the bear hunt tutorial to follow this video, which will clarify a couple things here and further solidify them for us, a couple revisions and edits. So those are primarily focused on programs and projects. So depending on what document you are looking at, the program codes are also called function, or if you're looking in the Syracuse City School District budget, they're called class codes. Whereas we have gotten confirmation that the project/grant codes do in fact have a communicative property. Another way to say that is 2 times 4 equals 4 times 2, the same way that project equals grant equals project. So that's a quick warm up. I want to get into tonight's game. So why was the bear in the car? An adult black bear and a cub were trapped inside a car in Connecticut. They were set free by environmental conservation police, but the car's interior wasn't so lucky. So why on earth would a bear and a cub, let's assume a mama bear and a cub, why on earth would they be in a car? Maybe the rain and all the tornadoes washed out the Massachusetts snakes. These are snakes that are indigenous/native to the eastern coast of North America/the United States. We're going to go ahead and take a closer look at what these snakes look like in terms of SCSD Family Connect bear hunting. So what you're looking at is a contracts and consultancy page from the SCSD board meetings. If you put all of them in a pile, they would all look really similar. You would have to look pretty closely in order to figure out which is which. The biggest differences come here in this underlined portion, which identify the department requesting the district spend the money. Then there's a bold line here, which explains which company or service they're spending the money on. Then there's another bold piece which explains how much money they're spending. And then there's some other information that normally shows up on the page, is like how they're going to tell whether or not the money was spent effectively. This specific page is from the board meeting that's supposed to be approved in August. We're going to go ahead and keep scrolling on this page. Right now you see whereas 1. Let's take a look at whereas 2. Whereas 2, the Syracuse City School District wishes to renew an agreement with Solution Tree to partner with The district to provide support in implementing professional learning communities tailored to the context of each school. So I'm gonna go ahead and shrink this snake down, or I'm gonna go ahead and make this full screen for a second. And I want you guys to tell me if you can figure out what makes this consultancy a snake. Do 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 do. Okay. In the first time in the 2 school years that I have been tracking and these consultancies, I have never seen a piece of budget code that was approved incomplete. Now, this has not been approved yet. They're not supposed to approve this until uh, August 14th, but they're looking to approve this without clearly identifying where this money is coming from. They've put a portion of the class code and they've hidden everything else. Okay? Now, why are they hiding this? I mean, let's hypothesize. Could they be hiding it because they know we're tracking their money and they just want to keep this particular set of money private? Maybe. Could they be hiding it because they know that the money has been successfully decoded and they shouldn't be spending this money on the item that they're spending it on? Possibly. Could they be hiding it because of the two class codes? Right now this is why it's important to have a copy of your tutorial. If you don't have a copy of the tutorial, you're just going to have to trust me here. This portion of the code, right here, right? 2.5. There's only so many of these codes that start with the numbers 2.5. In fact, according to the Syracuse City School District budget, there's only two codes, two program codes that start with that number. It's either students with disabilities or English learning students. And I want to give a shout out to my girl Morgan because she was the first person to find this snake. So we're just following up a little bit on her work here. But the did they hide this code because of the two choices, English learning students and students with disabilities? Did they hide it because English learning students is a hot topic slash culture war? That is also a very good possibility. Um, Another possibility here, if we're talking about English learning students, is are they washing money? They could be washing money. At this point, I've seen no plans, sketches, designs, or documentation which supports the English Learning Welcome Center that Anthony Davis spoke about last year in front of numerous individuals. Um, if he has not, there's been no documentation to suggest that. So clearly, if they have enough money to set up an English learning welcome center for Syracuse City School District on Butternut Street, that was the proposal, then clearly there's a lot of money in this 25XXX program, if that is the English learning program. So this is a snake that is about to shed its skin next month on the week of August 14th. Now, I want to show you something. Now we're going to look at a different snake. Okay? We're going to look at some snake shed from last year. This is the consultancy sheet, which records every consultancy approved by the district. This is from not the school year that just ended, but the school year before. And where are you? I moved the page, so I lost my spots. Oh, yeah, and you know what? I'm on the wrong page altogether. That was the snake we were just looking at. Just to clarify, this is this year's consultancies tracker, and now we are going to look at the snake shed and go to last year's consultancy tracker. And we are going to go to this line right here. Contact Community Services. Let's color this so everybody knows what we're talking about. It says to provide PACS good behavior game, coordination, and professional development for K-5 schools. This was in July of last school year, which equals the beginning of last school year. They paid $385,000 to coordinate coordination and development for K-5 schools for the PACS Good Behavior Game. That snake skin is this right here. Take a good look at that. Contract Community Services, PACS Good Behavior Game, Coordination and Professional Development for K-5 schools, $385,000. So the question here, guys, that we're trying to figure out, don't forget, is why was the bear scared of the snake? What you're looking at now is from August 2023. 1 month after the gray, during the next board meeting, the snake grew. This month, they paid the same company $666,000 for what's SAPYDS tax GBG. What does GBG stand for, guys? I mean, I can only assume it would be the good behavior game. And what schools did this $666,000 cover? Delaware, Fraser, Huntington, McKinley Brighton, Meacham, Oasis, Porter, Roberts, Steam Dr. King, and Van Dyne. Did we just pay the same company twice for the same thing? Last I checked, sorry, that was confusing. Here we go. Did we pay the company for the same? Did we just pay the same company for the same thing twice last year? Because that's what it looks like to me. Because last I checked, Delaware, Huntington, Steam and Dr. King, Meacham, they were all K-5 schools. We're not done. This also happened the same month. Same August month this one happened. This one was authorized. And look at this. This is all federal funds. Student Assistance Program. Provide 2 counselors to support 5 high schools. Each of our 5 high schools have at least 300 people. 2 people to support 300 times 5. So that's what, 1,500 people? 2 of them. We're repaying the company for the good behavior game. Have you figured out why the bear is scared of the snake yet? It's not over, guys. This is coming. Here we go. This has already been. Oh, let me double check here. Oh, yeah. This already happened. These already happened. These happened last month. This money is for the school year that's about to come. What is this money for? There it is again. Good behavior game. $666,000. What else was spent this year? Oh, there's 2 counselors to support the 1,500 students for $200,000. Same company. And I want you guys to imagine a snake that grew 2,183,483 feet in 2 years. What if that snake was just wandering around Onondaga County, in and out on Onondaga Lake, destroying sewage pipes along the way, not giving a fuck? Pop quiz time. Let's see how good you are at your Common Core math. If you added the sum of the money spent on the PAX program last year and added it to the sum on the money spent on the PAX program for this upcoming school year, would the would it be greater than, less than, or equal to the length of the snake when 1 foot equals $1? The length of the snake is equal to the amount of money spent on the PAX program over the last school year and this school year to come. 2,183,483 There's a typo there, but it's hundred. It's not supposed to say thousand. Can we just talk about this? Like, jokes aside, like for real, seriously here. What is the good behavior game? What is the PAX program? I think it's about to go into the fifth grade. Okay, the fifth grade. The only thing I know about the PAX program was that it was mentioned on a flyer in my school's basement in the family room, which is a place that nobody ever goes. Nobody had been in that family room since my school was called primary before it was called academy, and now it's called Montessori. Like over 10 years ago. I don't know what the PLAX program is. What is the good behavior game? Do you know what the good behavior game is? Can you comment below and tell me what the good behavior game is? Can you ask your kid what the good behavior game is? If we're spending $2 million over 2 school years on a good behavior game, shouldn't our parents, families, caregivers, neighbors, individuals, and everybody on social media know what that game is so we can support our children in that game? And yes, to my friends, you just lost the game. Come on now, $2 million. For what? What is the good behavior game? Where is your accountability and your oversight? Your quarterly and year-end reports will be provided to principals and deputy chief for student support services. What are they going to do? Are they going to go stand in front of that Board of Education meeting and say, no, this is not a good program? No, we shouldn't use this year? No, I'm having trouble finding an equivalent? No, I think this is an ineffective, outdated program. No, my staff don't like this. No, they're fucking not. No, they're not. You don't even talk to the deputy chief of student support services. Is that who Chief Pachenko? Or oh, his name escapes me. You're lucky. Del Furio? There you go. Because Del Furio used to read these things. He wasn't chief of student support service, deputy chief. What? What? $2 million, bro. $2 million. We have to talk about these things. These things we have to talk accountably about these things. These things have to become everyday vocabulary. We need to know what consultancies are. We need to know who these people are, who these businesses are, what they're supposed to be doing. We need a evaluation platform for accurate background investigation checks, Mr. Sir Officer, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. What the fuck is PAX? How many of us families know what PAX is? I'm just one out of 20,000 families, and I don't know what PAX is, and I try to be informed. What is PAX? You out here dancing, everybody counting, everybody celebrates math. What is PAX? Why are we spending $2 million on something that doesn't work? Something that hasn't been updated, something that doesn't match our diverse population. We have to talk about these things, y'all. Because if not, if we don't talk about these bears, we become very unlucky. Just like this car's interior. Just like the inside of our classrooms.